What's up, my folks? I hope everyone's doing good. I'm going to do a little quick video about fleas. I've had a couple requests for fleas. Everyone's getting them. What you're seeing, guys, is a hatch, because usually I'm getting the I dip my dogs and I still got fleas. Yet all you're doing is interrupting the cycle. You're just killing the living fleas that are on your dog. You got to interrupt the whole program on the fleas. Okay, let's get a little bit deeper into it. Okay, what I did is I'm going to do a flea treatment that you can go right to your hardware store, to Ace Hardware, and get everything that I'm going to show you. Okay, I had a hatch, and I mean, when you have one, you want to go down and you want to take care of it right then. All right, when you clean out, you want to clean out all your boxes. I'm getting these boxes ready to put a brood, make a brooder with. You want to clean out all your corners and everything, get as much of the bedding out as you can in your boxes, make sure nothing's in there, clean up the corners, anything, and you want to saturate it. Get you something that can anything. I'm just using something simple. I can't really ever read it. My eyes can't always see it. Pyrethrin base is 10%. It's a livestock, something to knock them down, okay? That's the key. You want to knock them down. That's going to kill what's living right there. Then you want to hit it with a growth regulator. This is one that they carry there. It's a growth regulator insecticide. You need 1 per gallon, so I use 2. Get a 2-gallon sprayer and mix it by label, okay? Go ahead and they sell this at the hardware store. It's a flea beater brand, and it's bonide. It actually works. It's got I think it's got the fipronil in it, and it actually does work for a little while. So go ahead and treat the dog with that. Spray your areas, all your dog houses, all your pens, all your kennels. Go ahead and spray them on out with the growth regulator and your insecticide. Now, on your kennel houses, if you had a hatch, you might have to do it a couple days in a row. All right, now this one doesn't have any fleas left, but after the first day, it killed what was stuck up in the corners and the cracks and crevices that hid from it. Then I saturated it out real good, let it dry, and come back the next day, and I haven't had any fleas. You want to spray all your chain outs, all your dog houses, anywhere they lay. Go ahead and dip the dogs, wash the dogs. If you don't have any dip and you got like a hatch right then and your dog's covered on them, go in and get some Dawn dish soap. If you can't get anything else, hit them with that and it'll knock down what's on him. Okay, and try to get all the fleas. But you're going to have to break that cycle of the egg cycle, and that's usually about every 2 weeks. So you might have to do this a couple times a month for a little while if you have a bad infestation. You know, it's controlling. It doesn't eliminate them. It's something that you got to keep on top of, guys. Now I've done another video about fleas, flies, and parasites, a little quick one about how to control them, you know, like in the fall when they're not that bad. You can use a spot-on treatment or something like that, and it usually works, you know. If your flies ain't that bad, you can use the little thing that goes on their collar, the cattle tags. But and then let's get into the parasites. People were asking me about the parasites. Okay. Like today, I'm fixing to do the dogs. When you want to go ahead and hit for tapes, I try to hit for tapes about twice a year, 3 times a year. When you don't have anything going on in your brooding program, you're not going to be breeding your males. This is what I use. It's cheaper alternative. Now, when you got your males that you're wanting to stud, I don't suggest using this. This is like a once a year thing that I use, and it's 1 cc per 10 pounds. So say like a 40-pound dog would get 4 cc's. You know what I'm saying? You do it 3 days in a row, and it pretty much wipes out all the tapes, anything like that, flukes, anything. Now the bitches, when they're pregnant, I'm fixing to breed. I'm fixing to be worming them. Today, I'm just going to use the parental, and that's basically just for hooks and roundworms, okay? Now, the Safeguard, people have asked about the Safeguard, the horse paste. I do use it, but like my kennel partner and I were talking, you know, we shoot it out into a little Tupperware bowl, figure out your how much you're going to use per dog, okay? I know how much to use by doing it for so long, but you can shoot it out into the bowl and then pull the syringe back out, and you can pack the syringe full again so you have a gauge. I use it, you know, like if a 50-pound dog, I'd give them like a whole notch of that syringe full. I've never had a problem with it, but I do mix it. You want to mix it all up because it may not be mixed in good. I mean, mix that shit together good before you use it. And it's a good a good wormer. I've used it several times. I'd use it all the time, actually. And of course, your ivermectin. I did my ivermectin 2 weeks ago, but you want to keep that in kind of a dark place. But what you want to use is 1/10 per 10 pounds. So say a 50-pound dog, he's going to get a half a cc, 0.5 cc. So, and you want to do that. I do that at two. I do my worming 2 weeks apart, and in the summer I stay on it pretty heavy, and in the fall I don't have to worm as heavy. Even though I'm feeding a lot of meat, I do keep worming for the I do to keep a schedule going, but I'm not so crazy with it like in the summer, because that's when everything's coming out of the ground. That's it's just shit happens in the summer, it seems like. And the ears, yes, yeah, take care. Just get something. This is off the shelf crap. You can keep for the ear mites down and anything. For fly spray, I have been using the horse spray a lot, but I found the gnats. We've been having trouble with gnats, and I found a little local product that actually seems to work better, and it's an oil base for the flies. You can use whatever you can find. It doesn't have to be horse spray. You know what I'm saying? That seems to actually keep the flies off the dogs better than the horse spray. So I've been using it, and it seems to last on them longer. But that right there is the main key. You want to get some kind of growth regulator to stop the cycle on your fleas, or you're going to be constantly battling them, okay, guys? So just try. This is all a program you can get from the local hardware store. If you have time, there's much better alternatives. I mean, the Petcore, it's a Petcore spray. It works very well, but like I said, it's a 2-week thing. Every 2 weeks you need to be hitting them dogs in their bedding, their area, and if you don't use a regulator to stop the cycle, if the one flea gets a meal in him and gets some eggs going, I mean, it's going to happen again. So, and we have rabbits everywhere around here and shit like that, so we always got to stay on top of it. But as far as the worming goes with the fenzabenzol, that's my mainstay is that. And once in a while I'll get some real tapeworm that you can't hardly find the tape medicine anymore. It's so expensive. So I'll use this because it kills the same kind of tapes, because there's a tapeworm that a lot of the stuff won't kill. You have to use tapeworm medicine for it. So, but this does, and I give that to him, once a year. If you got a male you want to breed or a female you want to breed, don't give it to them. But I'm not planning. If I want to breed anything I'll do it surgically by frozen. There's only one bitch that I'm really wanting to breed this summer, other bitch, and if we have to, we'll do a surgical breeding. But I just worm Buster with this to get him cleaned out, and so it's, if you use it, I'm not saying you won't have pups. I know plenty of coon hunters and rabbit hunters that use it all the time, and they say they've never had a problem with it. But I'm just telling you the precautions it gives on it. But you guys do what you can with them fleas, and like I said, if you can interrupt their cycle, you'll be a lot better off. I mean, you don't have to use this. This is just something, I'm just showing you an example of what you need to get you the whole system. You can't just dip the dog and expect it to kill the fleas. You can't just spray the area and wash the dog. I mean, it's a whole, you got to interrupt the cycle. You got to dip the dog, wash the dog, dip the dog, clean out the bedding, spray the bedding area, the dog house, underneath the dog house, the chain out, anywhere they lay, around your yard, anything to kill what's there. But the mainstay into killing it for regularity is killing the eggs. Okay, so just a little tip on that. Go ahead and add that to your sprays, and you'll do a lot better. Y'all take care, and y'all keep bulldogging, and y'all stay safe.